Alright people, Catfish Dave here. I'm launching at a different spot from where I've been catching good fish due to a big bass tournament down there. A lot of these guys are even up in this part of the river. I've seen them already. So, big bass tournament today. Almost full moon in the sky, 98 something percent. Waxing, gibbous, blah blah blah, whatever they call it. It's going to rise at like 6:15. Time is 2:30. When that full moon comes up, the bite's going to suck. So we're going to experiment with some new waters, try to beat the full moon, and see if we can't catch some fish in a different spot. I've been experimenting, putting salt in my skipjacks. These things are hard as a rock, man. They're partially frozen, basically. I've been keeping them in this brine stuff to experiment. It makes them a little tougher, preserves them. You can keep them longer in your cooler this way. And so I'm going to experiment with this stuff. This has been in this icy, salty water for about 3 days. It's been a creek bite downriver. So we're in a big creek here. It's been a deeper creek bite, anywhere from 40 something to 20 something. So that's what we're gonna mess with here. There could be more fish here, there could be less fish here. We won't know until we throw. Matter of fact, I'm gonna spot lock here a second. While I get set up, I'm gonna drop a couple suspended baits. There are fish on the screen right here. It's always nice to catch fish in a fishing video. We're going to have way more action if we drag. But let's drop a bait or two down. Yeah, I've got some red marks on the screen there. That appears to be catfish. We'll see if they're going to eat this way. Dragging tends to entice a bite because they're sitting there and that thing's coming by them. And they either have to let it go or eat it. When this thing's just sitting in front of their nose, they say, hey, I don't have to chase this bait. I don't even have to eat it now if I don't want to. When they are active and hungry, this suspended bite works great. If not, you're better off to drag if you can. Dag blasted bass tournament gonna be nothing but waves all day, out here on a weekday. People are supposed to be shooting deer this time of year, not bothering me out here. I even got a gizzard shad down in there. Well, alright y'all, I've got some other bait cut up. Got my dragging rigs out. And we've been here about 4 minutes and haven't caught anything, so I'm going to go ahead and start moving the boat. And we'll entice these afternoon fish to bite. If it's not too much of a pain in the butt, depending on how this bottom is, or how fast it rises and drops, blah blah blah, I'm going to leave the suspended baits out and drag at the same time. I've got a wind blowing into the cove the same way I want to go. So we're going to throw out the old drift sock. We're going to throw out some dragging rigs. I'm going to put a piece of shad on one of them. See if they want it. Chunks has been getting me all the action so far this fall. Hey, shut up, Crow. Trying to make a video. Chunks has been getting all the action. Haven't had much luck on the heads. I'm going to go ahead and throw a head on here, but it's going to be a gizzard shad head. Change it up. We got him. I snagged him in the chin with my Foley spoon the other day. If we catch some good fish, we'll have a video. If not, just a bunch of dinks, I'll put it on the Catfish or Cool channel, which is a channel I started for Catfish Dave B-roll footage. I absolutely despise fishing in a bass tournament. I haven't seen any of them fish. All I've seen is wow, 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 wow. Ain't no boats around here nowhere. Nice, peaceful afternoon out here. There we go. First fish on a dragon bait. A hard pulling fish. Excuse my voice, I got some kind of bug going on here. I'm on the Mucinex. There's the first one dragging. Suspended baits have gotten some small bites. Very small fish. Probably should pull them up and cover this creek a little more aggressively. There goes another bass boat. Imagine that. And we did pop one on a suspended bait, on a headpiece actually. Smaller fish. I'm going to go ahead and leave this one out because I don't expect anything great on these. The amount of boat traffic out here is ridiculous from all kinds of boats. Definitely smaller fish in this area than where I was fishing downriver. But we still got time. I'm pretty sure if I continue to fish today, we'll probably see another bass boat. All right, y'all, all baits have been hit except this gizzard shad, so obviously the gizzard shad is bad. It's not what they want. So we're going to replace that with that. Got some old dinky fish chewing on this suspended bait. We're going to drop the suspended baits. Not that effective right now. Now that those suspended baits are not in the water, I bumped my speed up so we cover this quicker. We have scored on a headpiece. Ain't nothing worse than when they come to the top of the water and just roll. Oh yeah, fatter fish. This fish has been down in the mud. Short, stubby, fat, muddy fish. And they will eat a headpiece. Yes, they will. We're now getting into the shallower end of this creek. This is a very large creek system. We're in the 20-something foot range. We might get up here at the end of it and be loaded with fish. I haven't fished this in probably a year right here. You don't know till you throw. We're giving it a go. I tried where I do better, seen that big bass tournament and said no and come on over here. I'm gonna eat a piece of cheese while I watch the bass boats go by. That wasn't even a bass boat. Some guy in an inflatable raft with a 200 horse Mercury on the back of it. I hate bass tournaments, but I do like cheese. All right, y'all, the clouds have gone away and it's turning into a sunny day. Either way, the shallower we get, the less we are getting bit. So I'm gonna head back out. All right, y'all, back into the deeper part. The first time I pulled through the channel of this thing, this time around I set a different course and we're gonna cover more of the ledges and humps of it. I don't think this thing is loaded with the fall size fish like where I wanted to go, but I still gotta do the Catfish Dave show, and there was a bass tournament downriver. Don't throw my bait off. Don't throw my bait off. Yeah. Another fish. This one's right on the side of the ledge. Well, all right, y'all. Here's another one. They do not like getting caught. Looked like a pretty good bite, but he let go of it. the side of the boat. This one's staying down a little bit, fighting different than the other ones. Uh-oh. About got hung up over there. Looks like we're gonna get hung up right there. We sure are. And we are hung up. No, he come loose. Yeah, this might be the biggest one of the day right here. Well, not super big, just a hard fighting fish. Yeah, just a hard fighting fish right there. Oh, hard fighting fish. It's probably a little heavier than the other ones. Yeah. These skipjacks are about 3 days on this ice water, salty water. Probably 4 or 5 cups of pool salt in there with some ice and water. And they're definitely firmer than if I would have just had them on ice. Definitely in better condition. Whether the fish like it better with that salt on it, that I don't know. Some of these fish, the bigger, larger, older fish, could have blood pressure problems and maybe you're on a salt restrictive diet. That's something we'll just have to find out. Oh yeah. Yeah. They're liking those chunks. Liking those chunks. The bigger fish have been preferring the chunks this whole month. They fight hard, y'all, when this water temp drops down into the 60s. Another fairly standard sized blue cat. Got a little mud on its side. Straighten out for the camera. Let them see you. Yeah. Talk to them. I'd honestly believe I'd be doing better if I had chunks on all of them, but I found out they would hit heads today, so I used some of them. Just to say I did, because I have not done well on the heads. last couple weeks. A lot of boats out on this lake for an October. I explained this in another video. When the Tennessee Vols are having a good year, you don't see these people. They're all football fans. They put their boats up and they're either sitting in the front of the TV or at the games. When the Tennessee Volunteers do bad, they forget about them and they come back out here and pester me. I count on those volunteers to have a good season, to give me some peace out here, and they're not being real consistent about it. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I had a bite talking about them volunteers. I was gonna eat another piece of cheese, and now I gotta reel in this fish. Yeah. Oh shoot, y'all. I had a nick in my leader and he come off. Oh, I can see it all nicked up. I believe that would have been number 8. Well, at least I found out on him instead of on a big fish. I ain't worried about tying no other hook. I'm gonna eat a piece of cheese. And we're gonna head on back to the ramp. Having this cold makes me cough and sneeze, but it don't change the fact that I still enjoy cheese. Oh yeah. I barely got my cheese chewed up. I believe we'll get this one in the boat. Yeah, we're gonna get this one in the boat. I say we are. Hold still. Yes, sir. All these fish in here are running about the same size. There ain't no boats around here. Yeah, the volunteers are having a bad season. Even the jet skis are out in October. All right, y'all, I'm ready to go. This looks like some good footage for Catfish Dave B-roll, so we'll put this on the Catfish or Cool channel. Got sidetracked, 600 boat bass tournament down there where I wanted to launch. Tried another ramp, too busy. Ended up here, full of fish, nothing of decent size. But you don't know until you go. And we did get some footage for the Catfish Dave show. This is a video. There was fish in the video. That makes it a fishing video. This is Catfish Dave with another one, signing out.